to. You want to make some money here? Use your white voice.
My white voice?
I'm not talking about Will Smith's wife, like this young blood.
Hey, Mr. Kramer. This is Langston from Regal View.
As always, we'll be getting that out to you right away.
You're doing so good with the voice thing.
Holla, 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 holla!
Oh, yeah! All right! Hell yeah! You're going upstairs, power caller.
I said one more week of 8th grade, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, huh?
Just grab my phone, how to charge it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I charge it too. But my phone,
Just because things are happening right now doesn't mean they're always gonna happen.
Who was in there?
Just sort of my hopes and dreams.
Right. Oh.
Well, welcome back to I Turned On a Microphone. It's episode...
Oh, I turned on.
5, I think? Episode 5, and
yes.
This episode we're going to be talking a little bit about Moviepass, and we're also going to be talking about Sorry to Bother You in 8th grade. I'm joined here by my continuing guest, Miller Farrow. Miller, how you doing?
Good.
And yeah, like I said on this episode, this is pretty much a podcast where I had a friend on and we talk about, things in the industry or just movies in general or a topic that that we can just shoot the shit on. So, or just movies. So yeah, on this episode, like I said, we're going to be talking about Moviepass and Sorry to Bother You in 8th grade. Sorry to Bother You in 8th grade are two indie movies that came out recently that I really think you should go see. Miller might have different opinions on one of them, but we're going to hash that out on this episode. But to go ahead and get us started off, we need to talk about Moviepass. Because Moviepass, if you don't know, Moviepass is this... it was this subscription service that ran... how long has it been around? It's been around since 2012, right?
Yeah.
So it used to cost $30, then I guess, a year, half, 6 months ago, at the beginning of 2018.
Well, I think it went to 50 at one point.
Wow, holy shit.
Because it was 50, and then there was a $100 option, which included IMAX, everything.
Wow.
I can't.
Would you pay $100 for Moviepass a month?
I don't know. I'd probably just go with the cheaper option because I feel like there's not enough IMAX movies or 3D or anything to sustain that.
Right.
Maybe there was back then, but especially now when 3D's dying off and there's two. At most, there's 4 IMAX movies a month, but usually there's 2.
Yeah, and IMAX is doing good. I saw recently that their stocks are up or something. Right, they're sitting pretty.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad people are actually using when a big movie comes out. They're just we gotta go see IMAX.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Oh yeah, so it's a subscription service, and at the end of last year, they were like, we're doing $9.99. It's going to be $9.99 for you can see the rule for Moviepass pretty much is you can see a movie a day for $9.99 a month at any theater anywhere around the country. And everybody was just like, fuck yeah, we got to do this thing. And I was one of those people. Miller tried it out first. He told me about it. He said he liked it a lot. Then I was just like, okay, I'm doing it too because I found it. I found it a good way to... Because I worked at a movie there for a while, and I loved seeing free movies. And then, so, after I left there, I was just like, I gotta find another way to kind of save money on movies, and also see as many movies as I can. And MoviePass was a great avenue for me. What was some of your reasons behind getting MoviePass?
Just as anyone would, just a cheaper option to see a lot of movies, and because even if you don't use it a ton, you've used it twice, it's you already got your money's worth.
Yeah.
But then I used it primarily for theaters that didn't have reserved seating. If I used it for a theater with reserved seating, then I just kind of had to work around that. One time I did it where, maybe a couple of times I did it where, this doesn't work as well if you're going to a Regal, but you have to pay like the convenience fee. But if you go to AMC and you're like a Stubbs member, and you have you can buy your ticket, and then get to the theater, refund it, and then buy it with Moviepass. And that works fantastically. But more with Regal, or more with AMC than Regal, because if you do with Regal, then you're gonna lose a few dollars.
Yeah.
Which is still cheaper than paying for the actual ticket, but it's like that was my surge pricing before. But I think I did it at Regal once. That was my surge pricing before Movie Price actually.
You gave them an idea, but yeah,
they're tracking my phone.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. At the beginning, Genesis, if you will, I was loving this thing. I was fucking like, especially Oscar season. This was the first year that I saw all the movies. I saw every Oscar-nominated picture, and I was just like, it was because it was nice, like where my job is situated, where the movie theater is situated. I would just get off of work, go to the movie theater, get off of work, go to the movie theater, swipe my Moviepass. It also works with the Regal Crown Club. You can rack up points like nothing. It's awesome. I don't know if they know that. I think AMC caught wind of it. I tried using my Stubbs card with AMC. With Moviepass, and they were like, we don't do that because you could probably, you can just get an unlimited amount of points, and but at Regal they don't care.
Regal they don't even notice.
Yeah, especially if you use the kiosk. So
yeah, I think at Regal they just when I used it for 8th grade tonight, the guy after I handed it to me, like I think the guy just thought it was like a regular MasterCard or something because he just asked me for the Regal card like right after.
Yeah, but I've apparently seen 42 movies with Moviepass.
Jesus.
I counted it up. So I've seen a bit, and also it helps.
Are there any? Because I know a lot for me, it doesn't track all the ones I've seen.
I just did like a quick count. I don't know if that's accurate, but I just like while you were talking, I just like did a quick like scroll down. So, but yeah, I've really enjoyed it so far. And I've had some problems with it. Like, I never got to see Sicario 2 with it because they thought...
Wait, you never saw Sicario at all?
I never saw Sicario at all. I just haven't had the time to get around to seeing it. I need to see it eventually. But I never saw Sicario at all because of Moviepass, because apparently it read my ticket as I was seeing... It thought I was seeing... When I saw Will You Be My Neighbor... It scanned it for that, so it thought I was seeing Sicario instead of Will You Be My Neighbor?
Yeah, I've never really had the horror stories people talk about with Moviepass. I've never really had, but I think some people are just being ungrateful. To be honest, definitely not in your situation. But when people complain like, "Oh, I wish I could see more than one movie a day," it's like you're paying $10.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And also just pay for the next ticket.
Yeah.
I mean...
It's like, and when people, like, when Infinity War came out, when people were complaining, like, I wish I could use the Moviepass to see Infinity War more than once. If you like the movie that much, just pay for it.
Yeah, that's what I fucking did.
I saw it in IMAX 2 times. But then, yeah, the only problem I ever had with Moviepass is I was seeing Justice League a second time. With someone, not because I liked it, but yeah, it was just it thought the theater was a e-ticketing theater, which it isn't. But I wish every theater on Moviepass was an e-ticketing theater because then I could pick my seat. Yeah. I wouldn't have to, like the lengths I've gone to.
But let's talk about recently with Moviepass. Hey, Darren here from the future, I guess. So yeah, we're pretty much cut out. We were going to talk about Moviepass further, but pretty much cut out all that stuff because it's kind of redundant now. Because Moviepass has updated their policy and how the card works again within a week. What you're listening to now was recorded a week ago, and a week ago it was $14.95. They raised the price to $14.95, and you wouldn't be able to see new releases and this and that. But now that's changed again. That changed yesterday, August 6th, and now the service via the Wall Street Journal. It's still going to be $9.95 a month. They're taking away surge charges, which is great. I think that's really good. And like I said, they're keeping the price, but the catch is that Moviepass is only going to be 3 movies a month. You can only see 3 movies a month with it. And that, to me, is just, I think it's still a great price. I think 3 movies a month for $9.99 is still a deal, but not exactly what I signed up for. So yeah, I don't know about Moviepass anymore. It's just like with me, I'm leaving the service personally because it's and I know Miller has speaking to him, he has also talked about leaving it as well, switching to something else, either with cinema or AMC A-list. But yeah, just my personal quick thoughts on the more recent developments of Moviepass in the present. Yeah, I'm leaving it. Just the app is a technical nightmare. The customer service is a nightmare. It responds to you like 24 hours later, which is just like, the fuck? I need help now. I'm standing in front of a movie theater. And the only way I can see the movie is with this card. And I mean, I think $10 more, $10 more for the A-list is a better. It's just more of what I'm looking for. The multiple movies a month, while also trying to save money. But I think it just goes down to what works for you. If Moviepass, if you do get out to the movie theaters 3 times a month, then I think that's great for you. It's $9.95. That's still a good deal. If you want to see more movies, then just bump that up. Just go to AMC if an AMC is in your area, or if it's closer to you, then use it AMC. $20 a month, 3 movies a week, with all the perks of being a Stubbs member. If that works for you, that works for you. If Moviepass works for you, that works for you. There's pros and cons, but I think it really just goes down to, because there's just a lot of stuff, like a lot of negativity about Moviepass and a lot of this and that, and I think their business ethics are still a little shady. But I think it just goes down to whatever works for you, whatever makes your movie going experience cheaper and more reliable and just better. Go with that deal. So that's my spiel on that, and let's move on to 8th grade, and sorry to bother you. Goodbye. Anyway, so let's go ahead and move into it. So we spent some time on Moviepass. Now we're gonna bother you about 8th grade. So the first movie we're going to talk about, that was a very bad segue, but the first movie we're going to talk about...
Which one are we talking about first?
Exactly, that was the problem. That was the problem with the segue. We're going to talk about Sorry to Bother You first. Sorry to Bother You is Boots Riley's new film. It's... Oh, wait, it's A24? No, it's Annapurna. It's Annapurna Pictures.
Oh, it is? Okay, yeah, I was trying to remember who it was, but... Yeah.
Oh, shit, this is his first film.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, fuck. Holy crap. That's awesome. But, yeah, it's Boots Riley's feature debut. I was going to say A24, but yeah, it premiered at Sundance, and it's about... The film follows a young African-American telemarketer who adopts a white accent in order to thrive at his job. Once he does, he rapidly gets swept up in a conspiracy and must choose between making money at the expense of humanity or joining his activist friends into organized labor. I personally love this movie. I absolutely adore this movie. And when Miller starts talking, everything he says is probably why I love this movie. I feel like this movie is a very fresh take. It starts out in a way that you think it's going to go in a very generic, and it starts out in a way where it's like, okay, he's going to do this, and he's going to learn that, and he's going to overcome this, but no, this movie takes a complete left turn, and just really goes for it. It's a strange movie. It's really out there. It's hyper realistic. It reminded me of RoboCop in some ways, with the whole entire "I got the shit kicked out of me" show. So, but the score was fantastic. The soundtrack is fantastic. The song "Oh White" or something. I can't exactly say it.
When did that play?
It's the Hell Yeah, All Right. Like when when he makes his first call. Right. I love that montage. It's just him at the telemarketer just like high-fiving and stuff. It's great. And Armie Hammer is great in it. It has a great cast. Tessa Thompson, Stephen Yeun. I didn't even know Stephen Yeun was in the movie until I saw it. Terry Crews shows up. It's just a fantastic movie. And the messages, the way it goes about delivering its messages, the way it goes about delivering its messages, it does not. I don't think it bangs you over the head. And it also goes about it in a way... It uses its hyper realistic, that hyper realism in a way to explain its message without being too cliche or something that you've seen before. So I absolutely Lakeith Stanfield killed it. I loved this movie. Miller, you have the floor.
This is probably the fourth worst movie I've seen this year.
Oh my gosh.
And I loved the first act. I was like, this is going to be my favorite movie of the year. Then I thought it lost some momentum, but I was still like, okay, take me where you're taking me. The white voice is so annoying. That stupid gimmick just got old the second after the first scene they introduced it. And they just kept using it. I would have preferred if they were just like, they told us in a way like, okay, we're using our white voices, or like just use your white voice, and he just talked normally, because it was just so distracting. But I mean, Patton Oswalt did a great job, though.
I think they explained that, though, even because Cassius was like, people say I talk white. Like, this is already my white voice. And he was just like, no, this is your white voice. So I think they explained it.
Yeah, I know they explained it. I didn't want to hear it. It got my nerves. But then, yeah, because I was thinking it was going to go the really generic route, where it's just like, okay, he gets too deep in the company. Which I would have, after seeing what they did, I would have preferred that.
No.
Because, because I liked that it was, like, this, like, cuckoo dystopian version of Los Angeles. I don't know. But it was, like you said, it was still grounded. But then they introduced the horse stuff, and it just lost it all. Like, when they first brought it in, I was like, okay, I'm curious to see where that'll go. But then they just went way too far with it. The movie stopped dead in its tracks. I wanted to bang my head against the wall, and I was like praying for it to end, and it finally did. And then they had the mid-credit scene, which is
one of the best things ever. The mid-credit scene saved the ending for me, because I hate the ending. I was just like, the ending sucked. The ending felt like a betrayal to me. It really did. And
yeah, the ending was so cheap.
Yeah, the mid-credit scene was a little bit better, because the ending I was just like, wait a second, I thought, like, honestly, I was just like, they won. What the fuck are you doing that? And then, but the mid-credit scene, I was just like, okay, he's going to go get the cure or whatever, so that's better.
Okay, yeah, it is a little better considering I forgot about the cure.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not just he's a horse, because I was just that's stupid.
With that. But the makeup, because I didn't think the horse makeup looked, because at first I thought it looked terrifying. I was like, okay, that's great. But then when they showed him at the end in the climax, I was like, okay, it's looking a little worse. And at the end, it looked in the mid-credit scene, it looked absolutely dreadful. Like, it looked like I hadn't seen makeup like that since Oscar Isaac in X-Men Apocalypse, where you can literally tell it's falling off. Like, it looked so bad. Like, it looked like it was about, like, the horse mask was about to fall off, like Stanfield's face. But yeah, I get the social commentary, but the way it was done.
I feel like if they went down that generic route, it just would have been another movie. This, and I understand where it doesn't land for you, but it's just like that type of thing. I like when movies are the possibilities of movies are taking you on this journey to be weird, to be this kind of dreamlike look at at the world, and I think this movie accomplished that. And I like the dialogue is really snappy, the camera work, the lighting. And the performances. I really got a lot out of this movie, and it's definitely because, like, I said this to you earlier once. Like, all the reasons you dislike it are the reasons I really do like it. I like the horse makeup too. I think the horse makeup works throughout the movie, especially when they first show up. When they first show up, I did not see that shit coming, and I think that's where it lost you.
It didn't. Yeah, it started. It was just like, how are we going to? I think the main problem was just. Yeah, I think they went too far with the horse stuff, and just like the pacing was like, I can't. Because I think in order to do the horse stuff, you needed to be like energetic, fast-paced, like crazy, and it was just slow as a turtle. But yeah, like you said, performances are great. I'd be interested in seeing more Boots Riley films because, like, he's probably gonna. I mean, yeah, he's gonna be able to do more. So. Yeah, I don't. It's just a movie that when I hear people praise it, I just don't get it at all. It's kind of like the Aquaman trailer.
Hold on, Detroit has a white voice? Because I'm reading up on the cast, it says Lily James was Detroit's white voice.
Oh.
I don't. Is that when she was.
Was in the bar?
I can't remember. No,
it was either like in the bar or on the street. I think I remember that happening.
I remember her doing the speech at her art show, but I thought that was just Tessa Thompson.
I don't think it was Tessa Thompson. Actually,
I guess not, because
that sound like, now that you say that, it sounded like Lily James.
I guess so.
What a month she's having.
Who?
Lily James.
What else did she do?
Mamma Mia.
What else? Like, did she do something else?
Mamma Mia.
That's it. Not a month.
Didn't you just say she's in?
Oh, sorry. Okay, right. Right. Let's just quick segue right quick. Let's just take 2 minutes. Mamma Mia, here we go again. It's actually really good.
Oh yeah.
Like, seriously, if you guys just want to go have like a good time in the theater and not really worry about anything, it's just a nice breezy film. Like, it's fun. The Waterloo sequence is very impressive. Even the Mamma Mia when she gets angry at what's his face and they're dancing on the stage, I was just like, this is fun. I like this.
Yeah, I didn't really care for the first one. I thought the plot was very, like, there wasn't a lot there. Mm-hmm. But this one, like, had a lot more going on because you were going back and forth with Lily James.
And they also handled that incredibly well.
Yeah.
Like, they handled that
especially the ending.
Well.
You're just like, God.
Yeah, and I like the ending of... Well, fuck it. I like the ending, like, when they're all dancing together. I like that's
yeah,
just,
it's a musical.
Yeah.
People, they all dance together.
Yeah, and you get to see all the actors interact with each other, so that was fun. But anyway, moving on from that. 8th Grade, a movie that I think, well, yeah, you actually have heard my opinion on. But 8th Grade is Bo Burnham's directorial debut. So we're talking about directorial debuts. But yeah, 8th Grade follows Kayla Day. She was struggling to finish her last week of classes before embarking on high school. It's pretty much, it's following her last week of 8th grade, and she lives with her single father, and she's pretty much a kid just struggling with anxiety and trying to find out who exactly she is at this young age. And Miller, what'd you think about 8th Grade? Because we both saw it. We both saw it tonight. So, what'd you think?
I thought it was great. I thought Bo Burnham really, like, got into the mind of a 8th grader and, like, portrayed everything about that environment, whether it be at school or personal life, like, scarily well.
Yeah.
And Yeah, it's probably my it's my second favorite movie of the year, at least.
I liked it. I didn't love it. I honestly think maybe my expectations were a little too high. And also, on the flip side of that, I was not in the mood to see this movie. I kind of felt obligated a little bit when I was walking to it, because I was just like, after work, I was just like, I'm not in the mood for this movie. I'm really...
Why'd you feel obligated, then?
I don't know. I just felt obligated to see it, because I was just like, it's a movie.
It's a big movie. You want to see it.
Yeah. So I was just like, I just felt like it felt like a bit of like a chore to just go see it, because I wasn't in the mindset to fully devote myself to it. But I still got a kick out of it. It is scarily relatable for me, especially. Like, she's just like, and she's an awkward kid that makes YouTube videos. It's like, well then. So...
You start crying with you.
Pretty much.
But, yeah, that's what I liked about it, because, like, I think, like, I had a very different school experience, just because I went to a much smaller middle school and high school. But there were other things that I couldn't relate to that. But there were other things that I thought I could relate to. Like, I liked how it touched upon, like, okay, yeah, she's worried about 8th grade, but also high school. Like, it's a whole different dynamic, because the people that were cool in high school are like the bottom of the food chain, or the cool in middle school are like the bottom of the food chain in high school.
That is the weird thing about school in general.
Yeah.
Because, like, middle school, you go from, you're technically 6th grade freshman, 8th grade senior. Then you go back to being a freshman, then you go to a senior. Then if you go to college, you go back to being a freshman, and then you go to a senior. Like, it's a really weird cycle. But, yeah, and I think this movie not only captures 8th grade for us, but it also just sheds light on how much worse it would be if... like you're younger, if you were younger, because like they have Snapchat, they have phones, they have this, they have that. It's just like, good,
yeah,
like that's a little much. We had phones, but we didn't have Twitter or anything like that. I like how one of the characters in this was just like, we don't use his Facebook anymore.
Yeah, because of passive aggressively. Yeah, that's what I liked. That's what I liked about how it handle technology, is that it wasn't like, it just presented it how it is. It wasn't like trying to be like an allegory, be like, look, Bo Burnham being like, look how horrible technology is. Right. Ooh. It's like just, it did it in its own way.
Yeah, it's there. I mean, maybe she needs to stop comparing herself so much, but to others, or just trying so hard to be, because but she was figuring that out. Yeah, and it is I do some of the things in the movie don't feel like they naturally pay off. Like, she has this relationship with this, well, not even a relationship. Like, she likes this, but why it does pay off in a way. I think
it pays off because it goes well. Your experience, or you're seeing her change.
Yeah.
And like I think the scene, it's like, it was like nails on a chalkboard of intensity, where she's in the car with the high schooler,
which
like
I
that
fucking hated.
Yeah, that was fucking holy shit.
Good God.
I was like, Bo Burnham, you.
Because at first I was just like, he's not going to do it, right? He's not going to do it. He's just going to... It's going to be like... And then he gets in the back seat, and you're just like, no!
But yeah, I think that told me everything, because that just put her straight about how she wanted to act.
Yeah.
Because, like, to me, she was doing it all, but she was never uncomfortable with doing it for the most part. Like, she didn't want to go to the whole party, but she still did it.
Yeah. Which I've been in that situation before. I hate when parents do that. Parents don't ever, like, there's a scene in this movie where, like, the popular kid's mom is just like, hey, Kayla, you should come over to the pool party and everything. But your daughter is very evident in being like, no, I don't want her to come. I really don't. And I think she was inviting...
It's awkward for both parties.
Yeah, and I think Kayla was inviting I mean, the mom was inviting Kayla for the dad.
Yeah, exactly. Because they have the music over it. But she's like, "Where's your dad?" It's like, "Oh, you something else," and she looks so disappointed.
Yeah, so she was just using Kayla to get to the dad, but it's just like don't if it's very clear that they are not friends. Don't invite her over to a pool party.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought it was as soon as it said 8th grade in the movie, I was hooked. Because at first, like, I don't know, I was a little on edge in the opening scene, but I think that was part.
I love that opening scene.
Yeah, it's
really
great.
did.
It was just like, it was very much like it had my nerves on high. But I think that was the point because they were trying to like build up suspense in her what she was going.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
I think the second to last scene goes on too long.
The one with Gabe.
Yeah,
that was adorable.
It was a nice scene. I just think it could have been more concise.
Yeah, but that was absolutely adorable. And Bo Burnham, my favorite scene in the movie is probably when.
I'm surprised he wasn't in it.
Who?
Bo Burnham, in any capacity.
He was.
He was?
Yeah, didn't he play the dad?
That was not Bo Burnham.
That wasn't?
No.
Holy shit. I thought it was
No, he's been in some stuff, but he was in Falling Skies.
Oh. Well, son of a bitch. I thought that was Bo Burnham this entire time. Oh. Well, never mind.
I don't think he had a cameo. Let me make sure. That's great.
Damn, the entire time I was watching the movie, I was just like, Bo Burnham's a really good actor.
I mean, he is, but that's just not him. The dad was great, though.
Oh my god. What was great?
The dad.
Yeah, the dad. He was great. But Josh Hamilton. My favorite scene from Josh Hamilton is when they're like, "There's this creepy guy that's been watching us this entire time."
As soon as they said that, I'm like, it's the dad.
I didn't think it was the. I didn't know. And then like she turned around, and his face. He was just like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. No, not Falling Skies. What am I thinking of? Trying to find out. What was that? Oh, Dark Skies. Okay.
Dark Sky. What the hell is that?
It's a Carrie Russell's in it.
Wasn't it like an alien abduction or something?
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just a nice little like. It doesn't flow the best, I don't think either. I don't think it kind of. It's just some of it it feels just like here's a scene, here's a scene, here's a scene.
I get that. Yeah.
But it still is just a nice like. Let's just drop into these people's lives right quick and then get right out. Like let's rappel in, get your information about the mission, and then zip back out.
I would love. I don't know if they'll do that or if they plan to do this, but I would love a sequel set at senior year.
12th grade.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, this could be like the new.
Because I mean, I don't know if they set it up, but because she filmed the video for her 12th grade.
I love that she did that though. Like,
yeah,
that really made me feel because when she, especially that scene when she's just like, I'm burning my hopes and dreams, and her dad's just like, oh, what he's just like, what's in the box? My hopes and dreams, and you're burning it. Like what? But yeah, I really like that she remade the box and she was just like, here's a new message. And I like a big takeaway from this movie. I love how she says, just because this is happening now does not mean it's happening forever, or it's going to happen forever. I love that line.
Yeah,
it's a nice little message movie.
I'm so glad that when she shadowed in high school went well.
Yeah, and I like exactly like it wasn't. I mean, we still did get an asshole, but it wasn't the one I expected it to be. Like, Gabby wasn't, like, using her or anything. It's just, like, she actually wanted her to be around.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it Kayla? Or... No, Kayla's Olivia.
Kayla's the main girl.
Yeah, so it was just to me, it was just a nice little movie. It's not, I don't think it's... Maybe Age of 17 set too high of a standard for me. Because after, like...
Did you like it more than Lady Bird?
This one? Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I don't hate Lady Bird, by the way. It's just not...
Yeah, a lot of Lady Bird hate in the last two.
Does not resonate with me, but the 8th grade is definitely above this. And I guess the next 8th grade of this year is going to be... you got the trailer for Jonah Hill's new movie, right? Mid-90s?
I didn't, but I've seen it.
Yeah, I think that one looks good. We'll see how that holds up.
Mm-hmm.
But any more to say on 8th grade?
Nope.
Yeah, I liked it. Miller loved it. It's his second favorite of the year. This, I don't know if it's going to end up.
Yeah, I think it has some problems, but mostly I loved it.
I do want to see it again when I'm in the right mindset, though, because I really do not think I was in like that focused of a mindset. But I do want to see it again.
Yeah.
So, with all that being said, this was I Turn On a Microphone. If you guys like this episode, please give us a like. Also, hit that subscribe button if you want to hear us talk about more. And until next time, we'll catch you guys later.